Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen Harris. If you are new here, thank you so much for checking me out. We just hit 6,000 subscribers on my channel. Never thought I would live to see the day. It's been an uphill climb on YouTube for me, but the journey is the destination. I have that tattooed on my body and I truly believe in it. So thank you guys so much for checking me out. If you are new, if this is your first video, welcome. I love to test out whether makeup products are tan girl friendly. I'm trying to embody the 90s today, so don't worry if you're afraid of color. I don't always play with color. I also love neutrals. I love to pair neutrals and colorful looks together, so there's quite a variety on here. But today I am testing out the new Lethal collection. They sent this to me in PR. Thank you so much, Lethal Cosmetics, for that. And they sent me some of their highlighters as well as all of their cream eyeliners, which you guys will see them in action. I haven't played with one of these in a hot second. I feel like for the longest time everyone was using gel eyeliners and I tried so hard to make them work, and then I was so blessed when I finally discovered the felt eyeliners, because I can do a wing with a felt tipped eyeliner pen. Pot eyeliners scare the shit out of me, so I was really nervous, but they sent me all the colors and I thought I needed to swatch them for you guys, obviously, to know if they're tan girl friendly. I definitely picked up a bit of a tan at the pool this past weekend, which I am not mad about at all. Anyway, I did film this look. That's coming next, but first, let's swatch this palette. And mine came pre-assembled. If you just buy these 12 shadows, they'll come in the palette. Otherwise, you can pick out the shades yourself and make your own custom palette, which is an option on their website. And then I also have two other bundles from them. So the original bundle came with this green shade. It was called the Hive Collection. And I don't think I've really shown this much on my channel recently. Then they came out with another collection that had this green in it, and I've never used that shadow. It's literally untouched because I'm a makeup savage. I buy things and then I forget all about them. So very recently I put all of these singles in a Z palette in an attempt to try and use them more, and I haven't. So that's the story of this palette, but I want to swatch all of these shadows in a separate video. I haven't quite decided yet, but I wanted to show you guys all the shadows on my skin tone in case you're contemplating like building your own palette. Typically, my experience has been that their palettes are a better value if you get the pre-curated version. If you build your own, it can get a little bit pricey, but it's such a fun feature to play with. So just so you guys know about this collection, it is the After Dark Pressed Powder Palette. The net weight is 19.2 grams or 0.68 ounces. And all the ingredients are listed back here. It says that this was made in Germany. This is cruelty-free and vegan, and 24-month shelf life. So that's cool. All the shades are back here. I'm such a derp. I didn't realize, so I can read you guys the shades, which is great because I haven't made any changes to the palette. I am wearing this palette on my eyeballs today, and I will show you guys a demo next. But let's see here. So we have the shade Frequency, which is basically a white eyeshadow. I don't really pay attention to a lot of white eyeshadows. I don't really know too much about what to do with them, to be honest, but maybe this will get me to play with it. Definitely is like a white, so I guess I could use it to make some of these shades more pastel if I wanted to. I don't really know why I would want to, but in case. I also am dealing with my ear is blocked, so I feel a little funky. Like I feel like this side of my head is numb. It's weird. I don't know, guys. All of a sudden I'm an adult, like it's ear infections. So this is the next shade. This is called Arcade. It's like a beautiful pinky shimmer shade with a duochrome of a green. Definitely not totally unique, but it's a beautiful color. So there is that. Do you guys see the flip? I hope you do. Oh, look at it on my finger. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, the next shade is a beautiful matte green called Replica. It's kind of a muted green shade. I'm just gonna build it a little bit so you guys can see it. So there's Replica, really pretty. Next we have a blue, which I used on my crease. This is called Outrun. I hope I said that right. Ooh, so pretty. So the next three shades are all mattes. So there they are. So we have Sequence, Proxy, Quick Save. Remember Quick Save? I feel like that's such a 90s reference. So there's those 3 shades. And then the next shade is a shimmer, and it's a beautiful, like, berry color called Mainframe. Oh, wow, this is pretty. Can you see that? Ooh, yeah, this kind of reminds me of that shade in Gingerbread palette. It's like a pinky, fiery, orangey duochrome shade. Super pretty. Actually, I lied. There's no orange. It's like a berry with a ton of pink sparkles and then like a little bit of a purple shift. Sorry. I thought I saw an orange shift, but I don't see it. So the last row is 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. I used 3 shades from the last row on my look today. So we have Overdrive, which is the silver shade. We have Synth, Caps Lock, and Night Call. I'm not really a big silver eyeshadow person because I feel like silver doesn't really flatter my skin tone. If you notice, I don't really wear a lot of silver jewelry or anything like that either. So that's just my preference. But here is the last row, and then here are all of the swatches. Sorry, I just want to make sure I can see them. Here are all the swatches of the Lethal palette. And I'm going to swatch this on my dad. So I'm going to insert my dad's swatches next. Guys, so I hope you enjoyed my dad's swatches of the eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to go ahead and swatch the pots on my arm just so you guys can get an idea of what the shades look like. I'm wearing about 3 of them, I think. I've already forgotten. And I will swatch those on his arm as well. So let's start with the pots. Oh my gosh, there's so many pretty shades. Let's do the most neutral ones first, obviously. So we have this white shade called Buffer, and I'm just gonna use, should I use a finger? I was planning on using my finger. I think I can get my finger in there. These are so like buttery smooth. I used a liner brush and I had no problem picking up the product. They're so creamy. I remember a lot of the gel eyeliners I've tried, even the Inglot ones, like they're so tough to pick up product. So there's the white one. I mean, it's just white as expected. And then the black shade is called Redux, I think. Red UX. I don't know. That's how I'm gonna say it. Here's what it looks like. Haven't touched it yet. These definitely can be built up, but they kind of go on kind of sheer. So I definitely felt like I had to layer, but it can be kind of a good thing because some liners, you're like, oh, I wish there was an undo button right now. So I'd rather go on a little bit thin and then I can manipulate it to be darker than it go on really opaque and then I'm like, oh shit, you know? So this is the green shade. You guys know I am a sucker for green. This is called Equalizer. Let me dip my finger in there. So pretty. Ooh, I'm excited for this. I think I can use these as eyeshadow bases, which has me really excited. So there's Equalizer. Okay. Ooh, okay, let me swatch the teal blue. This is Ox. I'm wearing this on my eyes. It kind of reminds me of the shade of my nail polish, actually. It's kind of funny. It's hard to get in there. So there is the shade Ox. Okay, next there's another blue. This is also on my eye look. This is Analog. Pretty periwinkle shade. Uh-oh, got some in my nail. Yikes. Gosh, I think these are going to be so cute as eye bases. Now we've got some really bright colors. Let me just show you guys my arm again here. So there's those 5 shades. And then let's do purple. This is called Reverb. Even the ColourPop pot liners I don't like as much. I used to own a few of them because when they originally launched, I wanted to try them out and see. But I didn't like the formula. So there is Reverb. It's a pretty lilac color. Okay, next I'm going to try the pink. I'm wearing this on my eyes. This is where it all began. So this is called Bit Crush. What does that mean? It's a nice bright pink shade. I have 2 shades left. So we have the orange and the yellow. Let's do orange. Some of these are UV too. I know that. This is Amplitude. Ooh, so fun. So there's that. And then the last shade is Stereo, which is this hot, hot yellow. Oh, fun. Maybe I can finally get a yellow shade on my lids with having this as a base. It's like a highlighter shade. There's that. So, sorry, I kind of did this very messy, but here are all of the gel liners. And I will put the retail price on the screen too, just so you guys know how much these cost individually, in case you were thinking of picking them up. Personally, I really like them. I do. Like I said, they're not super duper opaque on first application. So if you mess up, that's kind of nice because you're not going to be like too bummed about it. My recent favorite neon eyeliner discovery are these ones from Profusion. I found these at my Walmart. And these are bright. I will swatch these for you as well. And they're $4.99. And I really like, again, this brush applicator just because it makes it really easy. And I was wearing this orange one in my video with the Give Me Glow Extra Spicy palette. So if you guys are looking for some neon liners, I would maybe recommend these because I know JD Glow makes them too, and their liners are a little bit more pricey as well. So these are like the most affordable neon eyeliners I've found, and I think they're really opaque and beautiful, plus drugstore price, which is great for if you're on a budget or you're trying something fashion related like this, where neon eyeliners come and go in style and they don't tend to last very long. So this is such a great way to do the trend, but in an affordable fashion. I would love to see Profusion come out with more shades. So anyway, just wanted to provide, and I think these ones are really more of a saturated true color. Not so much neon like I had originally thought. Like these to me look more electric compared to these. But just thought I'd mention that as a dupe option if you guys were interested. So yeah, that's kind of it for swatches. I'm going to go ahead and insert my dad's swatches for the gel liners right here. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed those swatches on my dad. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get into how I created this eyeshadow look. Okay guys, so I'm gonna film the demo portion of this video. I am so excited to dip in to my Lethal palette. My husband did decorate this if you guys follow me on Instagram. My eyes are already primed. So we are ready to go. I was kind of staring at this before I started filming, and I think I want to do a purpley look because this shade is just iconic looking, and I feel like it needs to have its moment on my lids. Plus this pink, this purple, and this dark purple, I feel like are gonna look so cute in the crease. So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe I'll come back and do another look if you guys would like to see. If you guys are curious about this palette, which I'm sure you are, I'm gonna grab a MAC 217 brush. It looks like a very tapered blender. And I think I'm gonna go into the lilac shade first. So I don't know the shade names of these, but if I'm able to look them up, I will put them on the screen for you guys, just so in case you're gonna do your own palette, you can kind of decide what shades to add to your palette or which ones to kind of stay away from. This one is blending very nicely into my crease. It's like a very soft lavender shade. And I'm just using this brush and really kind of pinpointing that right into my crease and then diffusing it with the same brush. I really like that color. These are definitely very dusty. And I was talking to Angie and Amy and I was telling them I haven't used my lethal shadows in a hot second. So this is definitely a very fresh first impressions video coming to you guys. And I did bring out my original lethal palettes to swatch in this video as well for you guys, because like I said, they do have a build your own palette option. And from what I know, all these shades are still part of their current inventory. So if you want to mix and match between this new After Dark palette and the existing shades, you sure are welcome to do that. Wow. This is probably one of the most beautiful purples I've seen in like the pastel zone. Makes me so happy because sometimes I just have such a hard time with shades. So I think I'm actually gonna, oh my gosh, I really want to use the pink and I really want to use the blue now. I think the pink will contrast with the purple better, so I'm just gonna dip into this hot pink. We're still keeping the same brush, and I'm gonna try and keep that closer to the outer half of my eye. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I forgot to dust off the brush. I don't usually remember to dust off my brush, and that can get me into trouble sometimes. So I'm really loving this tie-dye kind of look that it's helping me create. I think that's good. And then I'm gonna go into this plummy shade, but I think I want to use a smaller brush to kind of blend that plum shade a little bit to the outer corner. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe R41. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And then for my lid, I want to go into this shade. I haven't swatched it yet. Usually I use my brushes for shimmer shades, but I'm curious because this looks kind of chunky and I'm scared. So I'm just gonna use my finger to tap that on. Definitely a chunky formula, so I'm trying to press instead of like rub because I don't want too much fallout. That's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a flat shader and I'm gonna try the formula dry just to see. It's such a pretty color. It's like a purple. You guys know how I feel about purples, which also means I have a ton of them in my collection. This one's definitely flaky, so I would like to try it wet. I think I might want to try this formula with a glitter glue on this purple shade. It's definitely flaking like crazy. I'm trying to be really careful, but I think a sticky base would definitely help it, or like if I layered one of the eyeliners, perhaps. But I kind of like the look. It's very soft. I feel like I did a very similar vibe with the ColourPop palette and I didn't love it as much, but I think that's just because I wear these shades so rarely. But now that I'm getting more used to seeing myself in like these lighter pastel shades, they've really grown on me. And I don't know, I think it's fun. I think once I get my whole foundation routine on, I will feel a little bit more comfortable with the shades, but it's definitely very 90s, like skate themed, skate park, like tie-dye vibe in my opinion, and I'm going to attempt to do a gel liner wing with one of these like cool pot gel liners that they have. So pray for me and I will be right back. Okay guys, so we've made some progress. I filled in my brows today, which I haven't done in forever, and they're living like their best bushy girl brow life. So on my face, I did use my Hourglass bronzer, and then I tried the Patrick Ta blush. Sorry, I need to figure out which shade it was. This one, She's That Girl. I thought the pink would be super over the top and perfect with this look, which I feel like it is. And then Lethal was so kind, and they also included some of their highlighters because my friend Amy and Angie have been like raving about these highlighters, so I really wanted to try them. So the shades they sent me are, this one is called Isotope, which is a beautiful like goldeny, almost white color. Here's a swatch of the shade Isotope for you guys. Let me just, it's like a beautiful white gold shade. Next I got the shade Quantum, and this is what it looks like. It's like a beautiful rose gold almost. Here's a swatch of it on my finger. There it is, swatch on my hand. And then they sent me one more shade. This is the shade Gamma. That's what it looks like. This is a swatch on my finger. And there is a swatch on my hand. So those are the three beautiful highlighters they sent me. I think I'm doing Gamma on my cheeks today. We'll see. I haven't tried any of them, so I will definitely be trying them out in future videos. Let me just grab my handy dandy. This is my Real Techniques. This is called a setting brush, but I love to use it as a highlighter. I'm trying to place my highlighter further back because sometimes I feel like I pull it too close to the front of my face and then it's like highlighter explosion. So I'm just gonna concentrate it closer to the back half, and then I'm just gonna put some highlighter on my nose here. I like it, I like it, I like it. So I haven't done my lower lash line, nor have I done the eyeliner. So let's get brave, let's try the eyeliner. I think there's this pretty blue, there's this pretty pink, and there's a purple. I feel like the purple would blend in too well to the eyeshadow, so let's try the pink, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I did buy these like brushes back in the day for gel liner. They're actually from the art store. This is a Desi Perkins hack, and so I picked them up. Ooh. I was talking to Teresa's dad about these eyeliners, and she said she was having really good luck with them in her waterline. So that's cool. I just put it on my lash line. So that so far is successful. I'm scared now because I really want to do a wing. Cool, I made it. Just so you guys know, I haven't done a wing like this in so long, so. So on me, I don't think it looks like super duper pink, but I feel like if you are lighter than me, it's really gonna pop on your skin tone. And of course, I could mix in some of the white eyeliner as well. But I feel pretty blessed that I managed to achieve. So, you know, my eyeliner is just gonna end up touching my brow, so I need to stop because that's what's gonna happen. And I kind of want to get creative, so let's try the blue. Blue on under the pink. Do you guys see that? These are really like emollient. they pick up really nicely on this brush, which is really nice because I feel like I'm using paint, because some eyeliners can be very hard to kind of drag around. So I kind of did a little graphic there. Oh gosh, I just got some on my mirror. That's fine. And then I think I'm gonna put some of this teal on my lower lash line and see what happens, because I did throw some ColourPop eyeliner in the waterline. Okay, so now my wing's like a triple wing, so let me just grab, I just need to add a little bit more of the pink because I made a little boo-boo. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I feel a little out of my comfort zone here, so I'm gonna stop. Just gonna grab this brush that I used with the plum. And I'm just gonna go into this little blue here. Okay, I just packed on some blue eyeshadow. So we're gonna mascara it up. And I think I'm gonna tuck in some of this shade in my inner corner. Perfect, so yeah, I'm gonna find a lip color, put some mascara on, and I will be right back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, here is the final look. I feel like I transformed into, is this even the 90s? I was going for fringe, but I didn't really have like any fringy earrings that I thought would work. So I figured, let's go with the over the top, like Art Deco looking fake diamond, whatever the fuck this is. And then I was like, oh, what lip color? And I was like, this look just will not work with a nude lip for me. I wanted something crazy. So I decided to try this lipstick, which I'd never really tried on my lips before. This is I'm Royalty. And it's kind of patchy, to be honest, but I just felt like, you know, with this blue nail situation and the purple sparkles, this is just what I was feeling. So this is the final look. Take it for what you will. Do with it what you want. I don't know. This is what I was feeling. So here we are. I'm probably not going to film anything else after this. I think this was definitely a step out of my comfort zone. Like my little box, I like shredded the box and like was like, fuck that. New box. Who dis? So this is the look. And I thought, what was more 90s than a half ponytail? At least for me growing up, that's what it was. So, yep. There's that. Okay, guys. So, final thoughts on this entire collection. Like I said, it was sent to me, so I am very grateful for the PR. As far as the eyeshadow palette goes, this is my first time trying it, and I honestly feel like it's my first time in a long time trying lethal, so I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm trying a whole new formula all over again because I don't really remember how I feel about these ones. I will swatch these in a swatch party video separate, just in case you guys wanted to see swatches, because I don't have a swatch party on some of those shadows. Now, these mattes are definitely very light and crumbly. So as you can see, I've only used this palette once and then I swatched it, and there's quite a bit of kick up all over the pans. That did not really translate to me on my eyes, which was nice. As far as the mattes go, the shimmer shades definitely are dry, so when you try to put them on, because they do have quite a bit of glitter on them, there is quite a bit of fallout, but you can help that a little bit by spraying your brush before you apply the shimmer shades onto your eyes. As far as the color story, I definitely think it's very muted. It kind of gives me that Linda Hallberry Spectrum palette color story, which is nice because I really wanted that color story, but I didn't want to pay the Linda Hallberg price for it. So I'm so glad that I was able to get this and kind of try it out. Like I said in my demo, these kinds of shades are definitely growing on me. It's not something I gravitate towards personally. I definitely like more neutral shades or more jewel tone shades or more neutrals. Those are kind of my comfort zone, you know, type of colors. So the pastel trend is really amping up and it's growing on me, which I'm glad about because I feel like I've gotten a lot of pastels recently. So I will be playing with this palette some more. As far as the eyeshadows, I feel like I'm kind of at a medium for recommendations. Like if you have the extra money and you really want to try lethal, you definitely could give these a go. But if you're on a budget and you're like, Karen, do I need these? I would say hold off until I try it some more for sure. I really like this look, but again, I don't know how many times a week I'm gonna do this type of look. So it's very different for me. I wanna see what other looks I can create with it, and I can check and see if there's anything similar in my collection too. So wait for all of that information. If you guys have any questions on the palette, if I didn't cover anything, leave me a comment down below and I'd be happy to answer for you guys. As far as the eyeliners, I feel like I covered everything I had to say about them when I was swatching them. I feel like they are opaque but not too opaque, which makes them really less intimidating for somebody like me. I feel like I'm definitely a beginner when it comes to gel eyeliners, so I tried to do the most with this eyeshadow look, but it was a struggle. Not a struggle, but it was hard and it was scary. Like, this is more work than I'm used to doing with my eyeshadow looks. So I hope that helps you guys out. I really like the highlighter as well. I will be playing with all of this stuff some more and letting you guys know my full thoughts in an upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye guys!